Hi, and welcome to Chip's Tips, where today we will be focusing on leadership and, in particular, leading. Are you a leader? Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about leadership, but not leadership. We're going to move from the noun, which is pretty static, to the verb, which is leading. A few years ago, I came across a definition that continues to stand out for me. It was put forward by Dr. Richard David Hames. And Richard defines leading as a collaborative process for realizing potential, for purposeful advancement of the human condition. That definition for me includes fluidity, it includes scope and context. Now, the demands on a 21st century leader is actually different from previous centuries. So what demands does leading today actually place on people? Some of those demands are intellectual in nature. The leader or leading actually requires an understanding of systems, not just structures, systems. The systems within the activity, the systems that interact with the activity, and the environmental systems that it all sits within. Along with systems is also the ability to manage paradox, two seemingly conflicting ideas, to be able to manage that and still be able to move forward. I like to think of it in terms of the quote, "The opposite of what I say is also true." As well as the intellectual demands, we find that there are emotional demands on leading in the 21st century. Emotions such as comfort with non-closure. And whether you live in a VUCA world or a tuna world, ambiguity and uncertainty are parts of those environments. 21st century leading requires exceptional relating skills. The ability to pull together a group of people for collaborative learning and also for group reflection. Looking back on what has it taken to get us here and how do we use that going into our future. As I've delivered training programs, whether it's been in Auckland or Sydney or Singapore or Shanghai, I find that there's some qualities that seem to pop up a lot about leaders. One of those qualities seems to be, quite often, that the leader, she or he, is a visionary. That they have a vision for the future, and not a nice vision. This is a compelling vision, an attractive vision, something that people want to move towards. But with leading, there's not only the vision, there's also associated with leading action orientation. The leader is doing something. They're taking action on their vision. And that's what people find inspirational, which is another quality. The inspiring of people, generating energy so people breathe it in, take in that energy and want to move towards that compelling future. So that inspiration also puts forward another idea. Associated with leading is being a role model. The leader role models the behaviors that are expected in the future. They role model the values that are part of that future. They also role model the behaviors that are not expected to be part of that future. In addition to role modeling, that actually puts light on another relationship that comes with being a leader, and that is actually being a follower. And no, having direct reports is not followers. Direct reports are not followers. That's part of the management structure. For a leader, if you don't have any followers, then you're just an interesting individual hanging out by yourself. It actually requires followership as part of the relationship. What are followers? Well, followers are people who come to the moment, come to the activity, and they do more than was expected. They actually are prepared and they choose to give their discretionary effort. more than was expected or more than was anticipated for the situation, they're prepared to give their discretionary effort. So when you reflect on your journey through life or through organizations, which of those qualities or demands would other people associate with you? Which of those qualities or demands does the future need from you? So many questions, so little time. Let's continue this conversation. Thanks once again for joining us. Remember to like this video and add in comments. Feel free to share it, and importantly, be sure to subscribe. When you press that bell, it gives you the opportunity to choose how often you receive notifications when a new video has been loaded. Thanks again for joining us. I look forward to our ongoing journey.